Hello and welcome. I am Ollie Juno and this is my crafty corner. This is a Stitch with me. Kind of a not quite planned one. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get one done today, but I ended up having time, so I figured I'd go ahead and get this done. And then once I get done with the Stitch with me, I'll probably go join and see if anybody's in any of the Zoom groups that I've got. That's a very fuzzy tip. So I am still working on my new start that I started on Wednesday. I believe it was Wednesday. Might have been Thursday. I'm not sure which. I think I started this Wednesday. I would have to double check. I'm not sure. But I have been doing this in the diagonal squares. But I have decided I am going to go ahead and give royalrows method a try to see how it, how I like it. With this one, I think I could do it because it doesn't have an actual main image. It's just it's a lot of trees and whatnot, so I think I could probably do it all the way across before and not have any problems with it. The only thing I'm like with my kitten and the bros, I'm not sure I could do all the way across on it, but I do think I could do the royalrows on this pattern, on this particular piece, so we'll give it our best try. Since I'm at the top, there's going to be quite a bit of new threads being put in, but it's all good. Once I get all the way across, then I won't have as many start threads when I continue across, but we will see. Alright, so that is going to go there. I am stitching this one on 32 count tent stitch, one thread. I totally screwed up how to say that. It's 32 count 1/1 tent stitch. There we go. Right now I'm doing the bottom square of the royalrow method, and then we will start back up at the top. Oh, I gotta choose the new thing. There we go. All right, so not really sure what I'm gonna discuss today. Right now, I know I may be able to do my floss tube on Wednesday. My plans that I had are not gonna be quite the same, because my oldest isn't going to be able to go and get their friend from Arkansas, so I won't have a 8-hour drive to worry about that day. So I may do my floss tube that evening after we get back from everything, because right now the plan is we're going to go and get our nails done. It's one of the reasons I haven't really messed with my nails. I haven't got anything on them. I don't have any nail polish because we're kind of planning to have the nails done on Wednesday this week. Then we're going to go skating and then out to grab some food for her birthday. Their birthday, excuse me, I'm sorry. I still have trouble with pronouns. I try. But yeah, as far as I know, we're planning on being done with everything around 7 o'clock at night. So I should be able to get the floss tube filmed. All depends on how tired I am after skating. It's not something we get to go do all that often, but I do have my own set of skates. So we will see. Hopefully y'all can see the screen all right, and I'm not getting in your way too much. I don't know. I've really been enjoying this pattern. I've been working on it I've worked on it every day since I started it. The first day I ended up getting 600 stitches in it by the end of the day. So that was pretty cool. Make sure where I'm at. And then 200 stitches one day and like 300 the next day. I did work on 2 other things as well. I worked on this, got about 200 stitches in it, and then on Thursday, and then switched to Pandemic. And then yesterday I started out on Pandemic and switched to this at the end of the night, because last night was my Zoom meeting or Zoom get together, and so I was stitching on this on the Zoom thing last night. Like I said, once I get done with this video, I'll probably look and see if anybody's in one of the Zoom groups, see if I can hang out with any of them. My husband is actually not home. I took him to over to a friend's house. We were gonna hang out there for a few minutes, but ended up they were headed off to a party, and I really didn't want to go, so I ended up coming home, and he went. So this is actually the first time in a while that he's gone out and about without me around. We tend to spend 90% of our time together. I wanted to get home and do my Zoom, and hold on, let me see here. There we go. Yeah, I wanted to come home and get my Zoom, my Stitch With Me done. Sorry, my hand is in the way. This is not wanting to separate. There we go. And then see if I can chat with people. I just really, I know the last couple of weeks my Stitchy bug hadn't been very strong, but my Stitchy bug is like obsessively strong right now. It's like all I want to do is stitch. I don't want to watch TV. I want to put earbuds in and listen to music and or listen to an audiobook and stitch and ignore everybody. I did I was watching oh, I'm spacing on names. I'm sorry. There. I was hanging out with Royal Stitcher today on her live. She was talking about her royalrows method that she's been doing, that she created or named basically, and I don't know, I just really felt like maybe giving it a full try. I've been halfway doing it with my kitten in the rose since I was at the end of the page already, or the end already. The only thing I'm going to be doing differently is I'm not going to be ending my threads the same way that they do. I end my threads with loop finishes, and loop start. I start with loop starts. So when I end, I will walk through how I do those. So if anybody else is interested in ending and starting the way I do, it's the way I've been doing on a couple of my other projects as well. So I do tent stitch, I do full cross, and most of my projects, well, I think most of my projects are full cross. This is my this is my fourth tent project. Where was I? Here. Yeah, this was my fourth tent stitch project. I really need to pull out. I've got one of my Heaven and Earth designs. It's a little story keep. I've got it about 50% done. I need to pull it back out and go ahead and work on finishing it, but it just hasn't. All my other ones have been calling my name. I need to get my one that I started for Christmas out, my blue rose, my wild blue horse, I think is what it's called. I don't, blue rose. It's called blue rose. It's a beautiful violet horse picture. I need to get it back out. But like I said, it's one of those, I stitch on what calls to me. That's 90% of what I do. And I currently don't even have my blue rose pattern on a frame. I think it's funny, I bought more frames so that I could put everything on a frame, and then proceeded to start new patterns, so now everything doesn't fit on a frame. Oh well. Alright, let's mark off. And then grab the next color. Oops, nope. There we go. Let's see. But yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have any major plans of anything today. Just stitching. Tomorrow is Sunday, so we're going to game night over at our friend's Joel's. I will stitch while my husband plays board games. Because I don't know. Board games are just not my thing. I don't know. I really think it's the wait between times for your turn that throws me off on it. And I've taken my stitching, but I always feel like I should be paying attention to what everybody is doing, but I get real bored. I think that's why I, can play regular video games, because I'm consistently in the middle of it. But I really haven't had a drive to play any video games. I do, like, every now and then I'll turn my World of Warcraft on and I'll play on it. But I don't know. Oops, that is going under the thread. I don't know if you saw that, but it was going under the weave. So basically I then unstitch and switch the way I went. That way it doesn't go under the weave again, because then it makes it look like the stitch isn't there. I've noticed not all fabrics are real bad about that, but certain ones you've got to watch. It's not that big of a deal normally if you're crossing the stitch, but when you're only doing the tent cross, it really messes up the look of the stitch, and I'm not in the right spot. Hold on. That does not go there. Come on. I was in the groove, man. Was not paying attention to where my stitches were supposed to be going. And alright. I gotta pull that one. I think it's that one. That one don't go there either. But that one does go there. Okay. Caught myself before I messed up too bad. I was about to color in that whole area. There we go. Now we're gonna go back down. And then that is there. And the rest of these go over here. All right. Sorry. What was I talking about? I have no clue. Video games. Yes. I am very scatterbrained. Sometimes. Come on. Let me park this. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. All right, so we are going to be starting a new thread here. So I will show everybody how I start my threads. 414. This pattern is kind of nice because it only has like 10 or 11 colors. This is it. That is all the colors. Actually, there's more on this than is in the pattern because I also use this for my other Hade that I have that has 14 colors. But since they have basically the exact same colors, I'm just using the same thing. I don't see the sense in having it's already bad enough. I have one that see, this is for my kitten and the rose. It's only got 19 colors. So I have to but it has, luckily it has a few different colors. So I'm able to pinpoint which one at a glance it belongs to which project. But I definitely did not want to have two things floating around with basically the exact same colors, because then I would have to sit there and count each. Be like, okay, this is the one with 10. Okay, this is the one with 14. Yeah. I wasn't gonna do that. Alright, so what I do with mine is I go down a few, probably about 4 or 5 away from where I'm going to be stitching or starting. So I'm gonna go up the bottom right hole, because that's the way I stitch. I stitch right to left. And then for my first cross. So my only cross for my 10th stitch. So now I'm going to go back down the hole I just came up. So you notice I came up this hole, so now I'm going right back down it. And now I have a loop. So I'm going to come up my left top. I'm going to put my loop over my needle. Now I'm going to pull it taut. And then I'm going back down the bottom right hole. And there we go. Now my stitch is secure. See, I can tug and tug. So now just continue. And then I normally do 1 or 2 stitches. So I gonna do one more stitch right here. And now you see this little fluff still sticking up where I left my tail up. I just use the tip of my needle and I just flick it in the back. So now it's not sticking up on the front anymore. And then I just continue to stitch. Very rare have I ever had that little fluff end up coming back up into the project. Normally I just end up stitching over it. I do not have a problem with the stitch coming back out. I will do, like, I will say ninja stitches are a little harder to do tent stitch. Full cross, not so much. But with tent stitch, it is a little harder to do a ninja stitch. If I have any, I'll show you what I do, but we'll see. I don't have... Ninja stitches haven't been too big on this one so far. And look, normally a lot of the smaller stitches where they only have one or two, they're also showing in the one next to it, so it's not really a ninja stitch. It's just one or two stitches in that square. There we go, and that is the last of that. And then we are going to park it right there. And so that is the first set of royal rows that I've done today. Oops, nope, don't want to mark that one. Double click, there we go. Now we're going to mark this. So now I'm going to go up here, which I have a good chunk of black, but I actually am going to not do that one yet. I want to do all the smaller ones first before I do any of the larger ones, because if I do these smaller ones first, like if you watched Royal Stitcher, she sat there and stated the same thing. You do all these little ones first, and then when you go to do the ones with the blocks of color, they cover over all the running stitches. So the back, in my opinion, looks a little neater than doing the big block and then running all the little ones over the block stitches. But everybody does things their own way. There is no right or wrong way in cross stitch. If you like it, then it's right. And then a lot of people pick their own method. I've been thinking, like, if you've watched any of my other videos recently, I've been talking about the issue, like my dream catcher pattern that I've been working on. I don't know if I have it in here. I don't think oh yeah, I do. It's right here. Whoa. See if I can get this out. I have all my cross stitch scroll frames leaning against my desk, because luckily my cats have nothing to do. Don't even try to mess with them. So I just have them leaning here on my desk so I can grab them when I'm ready for them. But what I'm thinking, like with this one, I moved it to cross country, and I've been having an issue with actually picking it up to stitch it. I don't know. Like, I can stitch cross country with all my other patterns that are small and, you know, like my small patterns, but with my full coverages, it just, I don't know, I just can't pick it up. So I've been thinking about starting the royal rows with this one as well, and just continue all the way across like I was doing here. Because like I said, I have been having a hard time picking that one up, but thinking about doing it in the royal rows method is actually making me want to pick it back up. So I don't know. but I haven't picked it up recently. Like, I just started thinking about that like last night and this morning, or was it just this morning? I don't really remember exactly when I thought that thought, but I do want to get back to do it. I'm supposed to be giving that to my husband for Christmas this year, because I gave it the picture of it for Christmas last year, telling him I will have this done for him. And then I never got it completed. Well, I'm not sure I will have it completed by Christmas, because I think I'm like 20% on it, and I have 6 months left of the year to do. And I only stitch on it on a rare occasion, so yeah. Okay, so we are going to start my thread. So with this one, I'm going to come from here. This is on the second lane, so we're gonna go here. And we're going to go, let's see, across 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna go up. We're gonna go down. Oops. Of course. There we go. And then down. Oops. I had a feeling it was going to do that. I will say, when it's one of the first few stitches into the square, it does like to mess up on me like that. So I'm going to pull this back over here in more of a congested area. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do that. I'll leave a little more of a tail than I would normally would. Pull this down. And then we'll go up and through. Alright. And I'm gonna do that. Then the next one is over here. 1, 2, 6 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's gonna fight me today. Alright, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually going to go up the top hole instead this time. Because as you notice, the bottom hole is a little wider than the top hole. So we'll see if this will make any difference on keeping it. Doesn't normally fight. I don't normally have a fight on my hands to keep it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to continue to hold back here just to keep from pulling it. There. There. And there. Okay. So that is all that is in this row. So now we're going to go into the second row here. And it's going to go down 1 and over 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Alright, let's look here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go this route. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything over here. It looks like the thread has already been pulled out, but that isn't going anywhere. And then as I stitch the other stuff around it, it'll stitch the hanging thread in the back. So there we go. All right, and then this is going to go down one, and then 1, 2. There we go. Now we're gonna go down 2. And then skip 1 and down. And now we're going to go back across. I'm gonna grab here in the middle, and then it's going to go over 1, 2, 7. So this is where I'm coming up, and then what I do as well is I normally double check. So it is going to be 1, 2, and the third one. So I am in the right spot. I try to double check to make sure that I ended up in the right spot. Because I miscount so bad. It's retarded. I'm gonna need to continue marking across my pattern. So I might end up doing that here before I go too much further over. Because I cannot stitch without a grid. I have to have the grid marks marking the 10 by 10 squares, just so that I know my basic area that I'm at, because otherwise I like completely get lost on full coverages mostly. I've been working and getting to the point where I don't need it for my smaller projects, like my little what I call my office projects. I'm getting those where I don't use a grid. Like, I didn't use any for my last project, my what I call my multi-kitten. I did not use grids at all. And I started a new project this week, and I'm not using grids on it at all. And I actually started that one, the new one, I started in the center, and I'm working out, which I've not done on any project ever. I've not started in the middle. So, but I have, the piece of fabric is almost too small. It's just barely big enough with the inches to, I think it's got like 1.5 inches on the sides. And I like having 2 inches or more. And I didn't want to accidentally have it too short on one side or the other. So I actually marked the dead center of it and started stitching from the center. So we will see how that goes. All right, so here, I'm gonna go up here, and then we're gonna start this one here, right? No, it starts here. Yeah. All right, like I said, we're starting again. We'll see. This one seems to have a pretty good tension to start with, so hopefully I won't have the same issues as I did with the other one. Oops, come on. There we go. And then down. Yeah, that's got a nice secure pull. And now we're gonna go here. Oops, I went down too far, didn't I? No, that's right. All right, now we're, there we go. And go ahead and pull that out the back because it's not going anywhere. And then this is gonna come down here. Grab that one. And then park. Let's see, like I've got that long strand from there to there that when I fill in, it's going to cover that strand. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, now we're going to do that one. 414. But yeah, we'll probably finish this square here, and then I'll probably go ahead and call it. I need to go grab me some lunch because it's like 12:30. 12:30. It's actually might be more supper because it's like 3:30 here. Even though I didn't eat lunch till noon because we didn't get up till late today. So yeah, I don't know. We will see. All right, so we are gonna go here. I'm gonna go in the top square. Like I said, I pull it down to where I can just see the tip of the tail. And I don't normally go more than oops. Don't normally go more than 2 or 3 spots from where I'm stitching. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the bottom because it looks like it might be a little tenser. We'll see. Nope, it's gonna try to pull out on me. Watch. Maybe. We'll see. See if I can grab the next spot. Yay! I ended up getting it to hold. Alright. Alright. We're gonna go here. And now we're gonna go down into the number 2 square. Alrighty. Oops. Go there. Alright, so now this is going to go all the way over to here. There we go. Sorry, I got my Simon kitty is sleeping in the chair next to me, on the recliner chair next to me. Makes me want to try to go sit in my recliner chair and see if I can get him to come lay down next to me. Since we got the new cats, he's not been quite as cuddly, but they're finally, like, him and the 2 kittens are finally starting to get along pretty well. They're playing together. They're not hissing at him anymore or meowing at him real mean. He's never been, like, he never once really hissed or meowed at them. He's always been interested in them, wanting to get to know them and sniff them and whatnot. They'd always, like, do the real mean meow at him anytime he got too near. The only ones we're having an issue with is Aries and the kittens, because they seem to like to agitate her to the point where she wants to attack. I mean, she's not really mean attacking either. It's just kind of, you know, she's annoyed and she wants them to leave her alone type attacking. So, I don't know. Hopefully they will all calm down and start getting along. Did I do that one? No. I believe I missed that one. Just a sec. I need that back. I missed a stitch. There we go. Now we can park you. There we go. Alright, now that one, which is 413. Nice dark gray. Alrighty. Diamond! Diamond! Alright, so we're gonna do another start. Actually, that one, with that being a start itself, I need to go bottom part of it. There we go. Down. Back up. Then down. There we go. Alrighty. Oops. Turn a knot in the back. There we go. There. Now pull that through. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Not too sure I got too much more to talk about. Make sure I'm in the right spaces. Now down, same spots. Okay. But yeah, I'm loving this project. The contrast on this is just awesome. I really like the fact that I chose the red fabric for the background, and that I'm doing this tent stitch means that a lot of the red is still going to show through. So I got there, this is the end there. So I'm still going to see a lot of the red showing through on this fabric, on this pattern. Because I'm doing tent on 28 count, one over with one thread. So I don't know, I think it's going to give it a cool contrast. Who knows? We will see. Dun, dun, dun. I think I'm just gonna go heat up my leftover pork chops for supper. Maybe a baked potato. See if there's anybody in the Zoom meeting. If there's not right now, then I will put my headset on and start listening to one of my audiobooks. Oops, I just knocked my needle out of my hand. There we go. I probably will move over to the recliner chair instead of sitting here on my desk, though. Because I can get, I get a lot more comfortable in the recliner chair. You don't have to sit up so bad. The recliner chair, I tend to sit back. My computer chair, I tend to hunch over more than I should. So yeah. My recliner chair, when I'm in it, the project is lower and like more on level with my face. Not exactly sure how to explain it other than that. Or like with this, it just makes me, I just want to punch. I have to actually focus on keeping my back straight. Do, 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 do. Alright, we are almost done with this color. Also, when I'm sitting in my chair, in my recliner chair, I have 2 pillows that I keep right next to, like between both sides of me, that my elbows rest on, so that I'm not continuously keeping my arms uplifted. Mark these off. Alright, so now I'm going to grab the parked thread I have that I've been ignoring. Come on. And then there we go. So we'll do the parked thread, and then I'll do the last color. Oops. Yeah, I really am loving the way this is looking. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here a little bit before I go across. Yeah, so oops, sorry, I did not mean to bump the camera. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on across up here. I kind of plan where my stitches are going. That is not setting right. Hold on. There we go. So like, I tend to map my path that I'm going to take with my stitches. Pretty sure I know I've stated this many of times before. think that's all those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So go down 1. That way, you know, I try to get the most use out of the thread as I can. So I try to map the path that I'm planning. Alright. I definitely do that a lot with my pandemic and my all my long dogs. I plan those, the path of those. So it's like I start stitching and it's like I'm going to stitch this area first. And I normally try to do basically the same thing within the squares that I'm working. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do these down here. And then we'll go back up. That way I can continue across. So there's only one left there. And then these are all filled. See? Like I said, I make plans. Alright, just to make sure there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and I do that. There we go. And now this goes back over here. And that is going to be 3. Then down in 2. Now this is like how I stitch. I literally like do the countdown that I need. And then down in 1. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. And then skip 1 and 2. You know, I'm not very talkative at the moment. Just not wanting to make an error on this. Won't be so bad when I get to the other color, because then the other color is just 100% whatever, wherever there's an empty hole, fill it. Uh-oh, no. Uh-oh. Am I in the right spot? I am. Okay. 1, 2. I was in the right spot. I wasn't sure. Yeah, so I know I have to take my son to his doctor's appointment on Monday. I have a dentist appointment on Tuesday. They're going to be cleaning, deep cleaning, 1/2 of my mouth and putting in, I think, a filling. I think one side needed a filling and one side needed a crown. Not sure which one needed what. And then I don't go back again until July to get the other side done. But I've got I have no idea what it's called. It's the disease that likes to eat away at the roots of your gums. Periodontitis disease. It's worse than gingivitis, because this attacks the root of your teeth. So they're going to go in and try to, they're going to clean that out. And I have real bad receding from my gums are receding from my teeth. So I got real big gaps between my gums and my teeth. So they're hoping that getting the cleaning done will, is this right? Yeah. Help bring that gum gap back to a more manageable level. Because it's to the point where bread, I have to go floss my teeth to get bread out of my teeth. Anything I eat gets stuck in my teeth. The gaps of my teeth. It's my fault. I went years without seeing a dentist. Before I started getting them checked this time, it had been probably about 10 years, 15 years, almost 15 years since I had been to a dentist. Well, no. I went to a dentist in 2015, and they told me about the gingivitis, the periodontitis, whatever, what was eating away my gums or whatever. And then removed my 4 wisdom teeth because they had cavities. And then told me to go home. They didn't do anything else. They had no interest in doing anything else. Which, you know, at the time, I was like, okay, whatever. I'd just gotten four wisdom teeth pulled. It wasn't even a planned pulling. They just like, oh, your wisdom teeth are bad. Let's pull them. And, so, yeah. That was fun. But, yeah, it was a small dental clinic. I should have known better, but it was what I could afford at the time. And I was having issues drinking cold drinks due to the cavities in my wisdom teeth. So, but, you know. I'm getting everything taken care of now. So, hopefully everything gets cleaned as they're supposed to be, and we're good to go for the next couple of years with no issues. But that's also almost $500 coming out of our pocket to get this taken care of. Luckily, I've been saving up for it for the last 3 months or so since I went to the dentist, and this place actually was like, yeah, we do take care of that. Here's the price of things. So yeah. So luckily I was able to get it saved up. Luckily we got the tax money in, so I was able to put aside what I needed so I could pay for it. Looking forward to next Saturday. It is another Stitchy retreat day. So hopefully there'll be some more new people there that I can meet and get to know. Be cool if I could find somebody who's in my area, because the Stitchy place is about an hour away. So hopefully, you know, maybe there'll be somebody who's more closer to my area instead of further up north. But I don't know. They also have the Stitchy place is called Always in Stitches. They have an actual YouTube video, a YouTube channel themselves. That's really cool. So I will link them below. They actually followed me, and they post a lot of quilting stuff. They do post floss tubes. Most of the floss tubes show what they've got in their shop. They are online based, so even if you're not in the state of Indiana, you can still order it, which I think is pretty cool. They've got a lot of fabrics. In my opinion, they're not that bad priced, and so far I like the quality of it. This is one of their pieces of fabrics that I've got. It's the 28 count Joblin Christmas. I think it was I don't know the sizes, but they had multiple sizes. They had a fat quarter, I know. They had you know, they had a bunch of sizes of it. And I did see you can... Did I skip a spot here, or did that stitch just go weird? I didn't stitch that. But yeah, like I said, if you really like the fabric, you can go onto their website and... Oops, I totally missed a spot. It's Always in Stitches. Like I said, I'll link their YouTube channel below. Definitely suggest following them. I mean, if you like quilting, they do a lot of quilting stuff and walk you through how to make some of the patterns that they have. They do the floss tubes, which we'll talk about what fabrics they've got in, projects that have been created and worked on, and stuff for them. So it's kind of cool. I enjoy watching their videos. And I'm definitely looking forward to going in next Saturday and seeing any of the people who were there before and any new people. Okay, come on. Not sure what I will get, but I'll probably buy something from there. So have a little haul to show. Did I miss? I missed a stitch. Sometimes when I'm filling in, I tend to skip and not plan on it. There we go. And then now we're going to park there. Alrighty. That is that. I got 2 sections of Royal Rose done. Alright, so now I have no more parked threads to start off with. So it's all gonna be new starts all the way across, but it will. Alright. A little bit of a dry throat there. Alright, so this is the end of me today. Scroll out. That's what I've gotten so far on this project. I'm in the top left-hand corner. You can see kind of a leafy tree stuff here. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, and we'll see how if I can continue doing the royal rows all the way across, or if I tend to not be able to continue. Who knows? We'll see. I appreciate everybody who's hung out with me today. I hope you sorry. I hope you enjoyed the video today. And I hope to see you around next time. Bye, everybody.